This presentation will show you how you can upload your slots to utaki.com. The easiest thing to do is to upload your slots as unassigned and then reassign them in utaki.com as games and practices and to specific teams when you are ready. Let's get started. Click Organization, Tools, Schedule Uploader. Before uploading, you will want to prepare your spreadsheet. Your spreadsheet should look something like this. This is a simplified spreadsheet with only unassigned slots. The key to a successful upload is a properly formatted spreadsheet. Some things to be aware of. There should be no spaces between the rows. Make sure that your divisions and levels appear the same in your spreadsheet as they do in utaki.com. Have a separate column for each description: date, start time, duration, rink, event type, division, level, and miscellaneous ID. Use an acceptable value in each column. Lastly, confirm that when you save your Excel spreadsheet that you save it as a CSV file. Here, the scheduler is comparing his spreadsheet on top with the organization setup page in utaki.com. He's checking to see that all of the variables are the same: the rinks, the divisions, and the levels. In this slide, the scheduler needs to go into Excel and change his spreadsheet. He needs to change BTM to Bantam. To do this, click Find and Select from the Home tab. Find BTM, replace with Bantam, and click Replace All. You should find this next trick particularly useful. This is used when you have the division and level in one column and need to divide it into two. To divide a column into two columns, highlight the column and from the Data tab, choose Text to Columns. Select Delimited, select Space, click Next, and you will divide it into two separate columns. Say your spreadsheet has a start time and an end time, but does not have a column for duration. You need to create a new column. Format this column for time, and then take the end time and subtract the start time, and you will now have your duration. Once you're done editing your file, you will want to save it as a CSV file. When saving an Excel file, at the bottom it will ask you if you'd like to save it as a different type. In here, you'll find the option to save it as a CSV file. Once your spreadsheet is formatted correctly, you'll need to log into utaki.com. From the Organization tab, choose Tools and Schedule Uploader. You will find instructions here to upload your file and then map each column to the corresponding column in utaki.com, preview, and confirm. What could go wrong? Well, first, when uploading, if you get a "we are sorry something went wrong," please check to see that you are uploading a CSV file and not an Excel file. And second, after you map and preview, if there is an error, utaki.com will direct you to the row or rows that need correcting. Don't panic. Typically, the same error is repeated over and over again. For example, if you spelt a division wrong and you've entered 47 slots for Pee-wee, you're going to get 47 errors. But once you go to the row and you see the error, you should be able to correct them all quickly. Pre-assign your specific game slots to specific teams, or already set up shared ice practices, perhaps scheduled some games, you can upload these as well. In this spreadsheet, there is a second column for division and level. This is used for shared ice practices. There is also a column for a secondary team, and the last column is to indicate whether previously scheduled games are league or non-league. Note that when adding a game, that the secondary team appears in one column. It's easy to upload shared ice practices. Just add a second set of columns for division and level, and include the division and level of the team that the practice will be shared at. In this case, the 16UA and the Bantam B team are sharing the slot on August 13th. If your league is using youthhockey.com, do not upload the games. Instead, schedule them in youthhockey.com. But if you're adding non-league games, or your league does not use youthhockey.com, you can upload games by putting the opposing team underneath the second team column. Please note that you can also add a column to indicate whether it's a league or non-league game. In the case where you're using youthhockey.com and your league is not, you may want to differentiate between league and non-league using the column.